Welcome to another video from SU Computers Forum Academy. Today's our topic is to discuss computer memory. So, what is memory and what are the types of memories? We will discuss in this video. Memory, basically the term refers to a device which stores the data, right? It might be pen drive, it might be memory card, it might be CD, it might be something. There are many types of computer memory units are available. Let us discuss each and every one in detail so that we can able to answer at any time what is actually memory. So memory has been classified as shown in the picture. Memory is basically classified into two categories: primary memory, secondary memory. Again, primary memory is classified into RAM, ROM. Again, that is further classified. There are secondary device types are secondary memory types are magnetic based memory. These are material based, magnetic material based, optical material based, semiconductor material based. So there are further classification are there. So we will discuss all the memory units, each and every one in detail. So let us start with primary memory. What is primary memory? Primary memory, it is also known as main memory, which is very fast, cost is very high, stores less amount of data. There are two types called RAM and ROM. Right, primary memory is also main memory, which is always connected with the CPU, central processing unit to connect a unit memory, primary memory, right? Which is connected with CPU means which also has to run with the same speed of the CPU. So it must be very fast. To make it very fast, some sort of technology will happen, right? If it stores a large amount of data, it cannot be faster. So that it is made like that, it can hold a small amount of data or less amount of data, which are current running applications or programs are there. Those will be stored in primary memory. A computer may have thousands of movies or hundreds of movies. We are not running all the movies at a time. A computer may have 1 lakh files, 2 lakh files. We are not running all the files at a time, right? Whatever the files, whatever the applications which we are running right now in our machine, those will be stored in primary memory, right? Let us discuss what is RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. The word itself says random, right? Means we can select data from any points. Means it is not necessary that we need to go with an order. So randomly we can pick memory from any points. Basically RAM will hold a smaller amount of data, 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM. Now we are been calling 8 GB RAM. Almost all 16 GB RAMs are also been available today. So the data which is written into the RAM will be stored after booting of the computer. Means it is used to help the machine to boot the computer. Means to load the data which is necessary to run the operating system and the applications which are being used by the user. కంప్యూటర్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ర్యామ్ ప్రస్తుతం మనం వాడుతున్నటువంటి అప్లికేషన్స్ మాత్రమే హోల్డ్ చేయడానికి పనికొస్తుంది. దాంట్లో ఎక్కువ డేటా అనేది మనం ఉంచుకోవడానికి వీలు పడదు. సో వన్స్ అవర్ వర్క్ ఈజ్ ఓవర్, వీ మైట్ షట్ డౌన్ ద సిస్టమ్ ఆర్ పవర్ ఈజ్ ఆఫ్. మన పని అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మనం కరెంట్ ఆఫ్ చేస్తాం లేదా షట్ డౌన్ చేసేస్తాం కంప్యూటర్ని. సో సింపుల్గా చేసినప్పుడు మనకేమవుతుందంటే ఆ ర్యామ్లో ఉన్నటువంటి డేటా మొత్తం డిలీట్ అయిపోతుంది. సో ర్యామ్లో మనకి ఎలాంటి డేటా ఉండదు. మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఎ వాలటైల్ మెమోరీ. అంటే మన బ్లాక్ బోర్డ్ లాంటిది, క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కనబడే బ్లాక్ బోర్డ్ లాంటిది. చెక్ పీస్తో రాస్తాం, రాయడం అవసరం తీరిపోయిన తర్వాత దాన్ని మలిపేస్తాం, రైట్? సో ఆల్వేస్ రిఫ్రెషబుల్. సో దాన్ని ఎప్పటికప్పుడు రిఫ్రెష్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, రైట్? ర్యామ్ ఈజ్ అగైన్ క్లాసిఫైడ్ ఇంటూ టూ టైప్స్: స్టాటిక్ ర్యామ్ అండ్ డైనమిక్ ర్యామ్. సో ర్యామ్ యొక్క ఫోటో ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ ఉంది. సో స్టాటిక్ ర్యామ్ అండ్ డైనమిక్ ర్యామ్ అంటే ఏంటిదంటే, డైనమిక్ ర్యామ్ ఎప్పటికప్పుడు ఫ్రెష్ చేయబడతా ఉంటుంది. స్టాటిక్ ర్యామ్ అనేది మన కంప్యూటర్ చెప్పగానే ర్యామ్ ఉంటుందంటే అది స్టాటిక్ ర్యామే ఉంటుంది. ఓకే. సో స్టాటిక్ ర్యామ్ అంటే ఫిక్స్డ్ ర్యామ్, సారీ, మన కంప్యూటర్ ఉండేది ఆల్వేస్ డైనమిక్ ర్యామ్. సో దీంట్లోపల DDR1, DDR2, DDR3 ఇప్పుడు అవైలబుల్గా ఉన్నటువంటి వెర్షన్. ఓకే. సో DDR3 మనం ఇప్పుడు వాడుతున్నాం, అంతకుముందు DDR2 ఉండేది. సో యాక్సెసిబిలిటీ స్పీడ్ని బట్టి ర్యామ్ల యొక్క వర్షన్స్ కూడా మారుతూ వచ్చేసాయి. సో ర్యామ్ని పెట్టుకోవడానికి మన దగ్గర ఒక స్లాట్ మన మదర్ బోర్డు మీద ఉంటుంది. సో కంప్యూటర్లో కొన్నిట్లో ఇక్కడ రెండు స్లాట్స్ పెట్టుకోవడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. సో కొన్నిట్లో 4 ర్యామ్స్ కూడా స్లాట్స్ ఉంటాయి. మ్యాక్సిమంగా అన్ని మదర్ బోర్డ్స్ 2 ర్యామ్ స్లాట్స్ని అలో చేస్తాయి. ఒక ర్యామ్ కనుక 2 GB కనుక ఉంటే ఇంకో ర్యామ్ కూడా ఈక్వలెంట్ సైజ్ 2 GB పెట్టుకోవాలి. సో ర్యామ్ సైజ్ని ఎప్పటికీ కూడా ఆడ్ సైజ్కి మార్చుకోకూడదు. ఆడ్ సైజ్ ర్యామ్ పెట్టుకోవడం వల్ల స్పీడ్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ కాదు. 4+2 యాక్సెసిబుల్, 4+2 అంటే 6 GB అవుతుంది, ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ అది. ఓకే. 4+4 యాక్సెసిబుల్, 4+1 నాట్ యాక్సెసిబుల్, రైట్. అప్పుడు కూడా 4 GBగానే ఉంటుంది. సో ఆడ్ నెంబర్తో మనం ర్యామ్ని పెట్టుకోకూడదు. సో ర్యామ్ల లోపలనే మనం ఇందాక అనుకున్నాం స్టాటిక్ ర్యామ్, డైనమిక్ ర్యామ్. ఓల్డెస్ట్ టైప్ ఏంటంటే సింగిల్ డేటా రేట్ SDR ర్యామ్స్, ఓకే, ఆర్ DRAMs. సో కొత్త కంప్యూటర్లు దాన్ని ఏం చేసాయంటే DDR అంటున్నాం, డ్యూయల్ డేటా రేట్. ఓకే. DDR1, DDR2, DDR3 and DDR4. In future we will be able to see. So next category is ROM, stands for read only memory, which is used to store data permanently. Data which is written can be read only. We cannot modify the data. The word itself says ROM, read only memory. ROM is again classified as PROM, EPROM, EEPROM. Programmable read only memory. సో దీనిలో ప్రోగ్రామ్ కూడా చేసుకోవచ్చు, ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేసుకొని దాన్ని రీడ్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఎరాజబుల్ ప్రోగ్రామబుల్ రీడ్ ఓన్లీ మెమరీ అంటే ఇక్కడ రాసినటువంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్ ద్వారా ఆ డేటాని మనం ఎరాజ్ కూడా చేసుకోవచ్చు. అంటే రామ్లో ఒక వర్షన్ వచ్చేసింది ఏంటంటే మనం ఉన్న డేటాని డిలీట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, మళ్ళీ కావాలంటే రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఎరాజబుల్ ప్రోగ్రామబుల్ రీడ్ ఓన్లీ మెమరీ. So programmable ROM is one of the option. Erasable programmable is one of the type of ROM. So EEPROM is one more version. So electrically erasable programmable read only memory. So 3 versions are programmable read only memory, erasable programmable read only memory, electrically erasable programmable read only memory. So these are the various versions of ROM. So what are the differences between RAM and ROM? So ROM is a non-volatile, means once written data it will be safe for a long time, even the computer power is off, even we shut down the machine. Where it comes to RAM, it is volatile. So here is non-volatile, here is volatile, right? So it is fast to read, okay, fast to read as well as write here, usually used in small quantities, used as system memory to store data including program codes. So RAM లోపల మనం ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక పెద్ద ఫైల్, ఒక 100 pages ఉన్న ఫైల్ని సేవ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే ఇట్ విల్ టేక్స్ టైం. వర్డ్లో మనం ఈజీగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ వర్డ్లో కానీ లేదా ఇంకేమైనా వీడియో ఫైల్ రెండరింగ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా మనకు కనబడుతూ ఉంటుంది, ఇది స్లోగా సేవ్ అవుతుంది, ఓకేనా, రైట్. సో ర్యామ్ అనేది ఫాస్ట్గా ఉంటుంది, రోమ్ స్లోగా పనిచేస్తుంది. ర్యామ్ కాస్ట్లీ, రోమ్ చీపర్. సో వీ విల్ డిస్కస్ అగైన్ ద differences between RAM and ROM. Right. The next concept we need to discuss is secondary memory. Secondary memory is nothing but the device again which is used to store data permanently. It might be hard disk, it might be SSD, solid state drives, or floppy disk drive or something else, which are used to store large amount of data, which is slower than primary memory. Cost is cheaper compared to primary, stores larger amount of data. There are again types of secondary storage devices. So secondary memory devices are again classified into, based on the material, magnetic material, optical material, optical material. So let us discuss. So we have the various secondary storage devices are hard disk drives, solid state drives, CDs, DVDs, BRDs, tape drives, storage arrays, cloud storages. So let us discuss each and every one. So first of all, we are going to discuss magnetic criteria or magnetic material based memory. So there are two classifications are there. One is called magnetic tapes, one is called magnetic disks. So for the example of magnetic tapes, we can say ATM cards, floppy disk drives. So here the magnetic tape is been there. This is a secondary storage medium. Whatever data is of account holder or account information is been there, that will be stored in this line. Okay, this black magnetic tape. Here are floppy disk drives. So this floppy disk drives comes into 3.5 inches size as well as 5/4 inches size in the early days. Right now we don't have that kind of floppy disk drives. FDDs are not available. Right. Floppy drives are not available in today's modern world. So this is a hard disk drive which is always connected inside the machine, right? Permanent storage device is called hard disk in terms of computer. Here is it's another version called external hard disk drive. We can connect it externally. So the same kind of device will be packed in a box, and it is external device. We can carry at anywhere. It is called also called as portable hard disk drive. So next we are going to discuss optical materials based memory. So we have three classifications: CD, DVD, BRD, Blu-ray disc. So CD full form is compact disc. DVD stands for digital versatile disc. BRD stands for Blu-ray discs, in which again we have some classifications called ROM, read only memory, which is written we can read. R, only recordable. RW, rewritable. So in CD also this classification is available, in DVD also this classification is available, in BRD also this classification is also available. So in terms of CD, suppose that a CD came, suppose I had purchased a CD which is of music audio CD for a movie songs. It consists of 5 songs in that CD. We are able to play it only. We are able to listen to the audio which is already been recorded. So what we have been doing is reading only memory. Right? What is already written content is there, we are reading. The same way happens from ROM, the same way happens from DVD, ROM, BRD, ROM. So R stands for recordable. In terms of CD, suppose I had purchased a new blank CD, empty CD, I can place it into my CD burner of the machine, CD recorder or DVD recorder or BRD recorder. I can record my data. I can record information onto that CD or DVD in my machine. Then RW stands for rewritable. So once we can write the data, we can erase the data. We can write the data, we can erase the data until unless its efficiency is been there or its quality is available. We can read, write as many as times. So A CD can store about 700 MB of data. 700 MB of data in terms of CD. In DVD, 4.7 GB of data can be stored. In BRD, about 15 GB of data can be stored roughly. I can say 15, but 15 to 20, 25 GB also available in terms of BRDs. So here we can have a small comparison. A Blu-ray disc can hold the data of 5 DVDs. As I mentioned, 4.7 GB for a DVD, 4.7 into 5. Let us say it is a 5 GB. 5 into 5 means 25 GB of data can be stored in one Blu-ray disc, which is almost equivalent to 35 CDs data, right? So in terms of CDs, DVDs, BRDs, we have some dual layered CDs are also been available in the market. There are some software CDs which comes in smaller sizes, which are made up of company specific requirements. That is a different case, right? So the next memory we are going to discuss is memory cards, pen drives. So here we had been seeing memory cards. After digital cameras launched, then smartphones launched, memory cards came into the picture of this modern world. So memory cards started with 256 MB, 512 MB, 1 GB memory card, 2 GB memory card, 4 GB memory card, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB. Now 256 GB memory card is also been available. The same way the pen drives, which are also called as external storage units, where we can be called as portable storage devices also. These are basically used to fix inside the devices like digital cameras or cameras as well as phones. So it is a external device used to carry the data from one location to another location, right? Pen drives are the example. So there is another category called, today we are been discussing what is meant by cloud storage. Cloud computing is one of the word we are been discussing, as well as network attached storage. Cloud storage means in terms of phones also we are been getting, suppose that MI cloud, if we call Amazon cloud, right? Some other clouds are been there. Google cloud is also there. So whatever information stored in your Gmail will be stored in Google cloud. So it is a cloud storage, means cloud computing technology made it possible to store in terms of cloud storages. That is also one of the secondary storage unit. Network attached storage, when your client server relational database is there, suppose you are filling an online application form, the data will be stored in network attached storage, not in your machine, right? You are filling an online application for ISET exam, TSET exam or CPGT exam, whatever online exam you have been applying, even MSET exam also, you had applied an online form, your data is being stored with the database which is located at some remote location. So we are calling it as network attached storage. So these are some storage units which are being connected with the computer. I think so I had covered each and every unit of the computer memory, right? If you have any queries on this topic, do not hesitate to comment on this video. Please like this video, share this video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share this video link in your social networking sites. Please help me to promote my channel. Thank you one and all.